Welcome to this week's edition of Poly Playbook. I'm Tom Nork, and this week we will recap and preview Cal Poly athletics.
And I'm Allison Edmonds. This week we will talk about the new men's soccer coaching staff and wrestling's upcoming duel against Air Force. But first, Ariana Elgato has been a big asset to the women's basketball team this season.
That's right, Allison. I understand you caught up with Elgato earlier this week.
Hardworking, dedicated, talented. These are just a few words to describe senior guard Ariana Elgato. But the biggest and most important words that describe Ariana in a nutshell would have to be leader and role model.
I think it's been great. My coaches and teammates definitely helped me out. Being a freshman here, when I first started, I wasn't really a leader. But, growing and learning from the past leaders in the past years, they helped me a lot.
Even though Ariana has had to take leadership responsibilities by herself this year, she draws from past experiences to help lead her new team.
Being a coach in high school, I've coached numerous, fifth grade teams. I've also worked in summer camps and been leaders, like class leaders.
Ariana's leadership and guidance to the younger members of her team led her to win Big West Conference Player of the Week for the first time in her 5-year tenure at Cal Poly. She described at the January 13th Cal Poly Athletics press conference what she strived to accomplish after getting that news.
I feel like my mentality this year has super changed compared to last year, just because I have a young team and I'm trying to take them, to the championship.
Ariana and her team are hoping for a Big West championship this year. Allison Edmonds, Mustang News.
Elgato's dedication to the game has put her in the Big West Player of the Year conversation heading into conference play. Watch Elgato and the Mustangs take on Cal State Northridge this Saturday in Mott Gym.
Moving on to men's basketball, after a devastating rivalry loss at home against UC Santa Barbara, the Mustangs are now on a 2-game road trip. The Mustangs competed at Long Beach State Thursday, and it came down to the final minute, 50-48 Long Beach. Next up is Cal State Northridge. They are at 8-1 overall and 2-1 in Big West play. Cal Poly currently sits at 8-7 overall and 1-2 in conference play.
Capable of defending and rebounding, and if we can generate some perimeter scoring, we're pretty effective on the road if we can hit a couple shots from the perimeter.
It'll be a busy weekend at Mott Athletics Center next week. Cal Poly is hosting Cal State Fullerton Thursday and UC Riverside on Saturday.
Now let's talk about men's soccer. The coaching staff for next season is complete. The first-year head coach, Steve Sampson, appointed Sean Harris as the assistant coach. Harris has nearly 15 seasons of experience at the international, professional, and collegiate levels. Under Harris, 15 athletes have reached Major League Soccer. A total of 52 earned professional contracts worldwide. Completing the coaching staff is Brian Cronin as the volunteer assistant and Scott Williams as the director of operations.
The Cal Poly wrestling team is hoping to get their second victory of the season in their dual match Friday night against Air Force. The Mustangs are coming off of their first win of the season against Brown and are hoping to continue that streak tonight. They are coming out of a 3-game homestand and are looking to end it with a victory. Air Force was ranked in the top 50 by Win Magazine this week. The match is set to start at 7 p.m. tonight in Mott Athletics Center.
The Cal Poly women's basketball team took on first-place Long Beach State Thursday and lost 85-74. Despite a 27-point effort from Dwin Luapepe, the Mustangs fell 2-1 in conference play. The Mustangs would pull within 5 points late in the game, but the 49ers would hold on to move 16-1 overall in the conference. The loss brings Cal Poly down to 2-1 overall in the Big West as they try to take down Northridge this Saturday at Mott Athletics Center. Northridge, the defending conference champions, are 2-1 overall in conference, and tip-off is set for 4 p.m. Well, that's it for today's show. Thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in next Friday.
And log on to MustangNews.net for continuous Cal Poly sports coverage. Have a great weekend.